Well, we welcome you back. I know it's been probably tough for a lot of you out there as we have had plenty of internet issues here tonight, and it's going to be hit and miss. So bear with us as we try to get through this. The good news is we recorded the entire first period, which was a solid first period for both teams, and we're going to take a look at some of the highlights. Brett, can we get to those right now? Okay, we're going to take a look at the first goal of the game and the only goal that was scored by Duluth East's number 5, Garrett Worth. Bart, what time did he score that goal at? 10:17 of the first period. Shots on goal in the first period read for the Hounds, 11.
Meju.
And for the Thunderhawks,
nice little move
7.
there,
So
looking in on
Worth
goal
with
to the back, and they
great score! As he
score!
went inside out.
Garrett
and,
Worth
tucked
with a
it
little
back to the
individual
backhand.
effort
Let's take
there,
another look at
inside
that
out
one
with
more
the
time,
stick
Brett.
handle to the back.
If you could be so kind to pull that bad boy up for us. It's a packed house here at the Heritage Center. It's a very impressive crowd. You get a look at that little turnover to the slot, little inside out. Then the old show the forehand, backhand. Ran out of real estate, or at least it felt like he was, and he was able to tuck that one home. So there the score leads 1-0. We got a couple of Zambonis on the ice. We're about 4 minutes away from the start of the second period, so we'll jump out real quick for you. Take care of some business here, and we'll be back on the air here with the second period. Bear with us as the internet will be, hopefully solid the rest of the way as we look to rectify all issues here from the Heritage Center.
I'm Jason Withy. I'm from Pacific Rink. I love hockey. A couple years ago, I had this idea for a bag. It came out of frustration. I had 4 bags in 2 years. I was sick of it. So I said, well, screw it. I can design a bag. So I talked to some of my teammates, I talked to players, and I came up with what I think is the ultimate hockey bag. We set out creating 2 bags. The player bag was designed for players by players. We didn't take any shortcuts. I wanted to make sure that this bag would last you a long time. The Pond Pack was designed for coaches, parents, refs, the outdoor player, basically anyone that doesn't need to bring their entire bag of equipment. One of the great things about this bag is it looks like an everyday rucksack with hockey functionality. So when you're not on the ice, you can use this bag for everyday life. Each of our bags comes in 3 awesome colors: black, red, and navy. We love hockey, and we believe we've created. I'm Jason Withy from Pacific Rink. I love
Hockey fans, when you're in Duluth, you got to stick Point Marina Inn. Duluth's award-winning waterfront 2016 Certificate of Excellence National Award winner. With 68 deluxe rooms, most with outside decks, views of Duluth Harbor or Duluth City Side and aerial lift bridge, enjoy our 73-item pantry breakfast buffet with waffles, eggs, sausage, and potatoes. Conveniently located just 4 blocks from Canal Park. Amenities include indoor pool, hot tub, sauna, gift shop, fitness center, a business center, 2 outdoor patios, fire pit, 2 meeting banquet rooms, breakwater pier walk, and family picnic area. Enjoy a complimentary evening shuttle bus to Canal Park. Lobby side limited service bar serves frozen pizza and sandwiches. We're each directly from our docks. Jacuzzi suites available. Don't forget, once again, ladies and gentlemen, you need to check out Park Point Marina Inn, Duluth's award-winning waterfront hotel.
way they tend to kind of collapse. They maintain pretty well.
That one high off the glass. Sprung the boards. The Hounds Worth wanted it, but Stampahar comes away and handles the puck and plays this one off Worth's skates. Controlled by McLaughlin as he waits for some help. 4-on-4 now for another 45 seconds. McLaughlin drop pass for Miller, top of the slot. Snapshot up over the top of the goal. Meyerhoff watched it whistle by the blocker pad, and this time he steers it up off the netting and out of play with the big goal stick to stop the clock with 15:41 to go.
Yeah, ramped it up out of play. Just 37 seconds left in the penalty to Duluth East Magoo. Minute 3 left on the penalty to Broking. But nice job by McLaughlin, sorry about that, to actually gain the zone. Found Miller trailing, and sometimes the trailer is the most dangerous person in. Put a shot wide, but I think Miller wants that one back. I think he had a pretty good look at the net, just shot it wide.
McLaughlin takes the draw against Jopi as once again the puck is pulled away. Check that that's Joppy, I meant. Poke to center, Joppy on it now. Foot race as he's going to race this one to the right wing. Big bomb and a pad save, turn aside. The rebound sent wide of the net. Holm squared up neatly to that one, took it, turned it aside. Now it's going to be Miller with speed, but no, pinching in his pain. Play to the near side. Now it's Joppy again, back behind the net. Hain bothers him. On the ice now steps the Hounds. Meju. And now it's going to be Hain to play it through. 17 to go. Hounds with abbreviated power play. This will be their second of the game. Now it's going to be Holm to set up behind the net. In to take over, it's going to be Lyle. As we're now 5-on-5. Turning back at his own zone, it's going to be Fisher. Crowd loved the check there that stood up the Thunderhawk defenseman back behind the play. And that was Bowman. That one's going to go down for an icing. Bowman is clutching his shoulder. That, when you hit that glass, you can tell right away when that brings a guy down.
Yeah, it really doesn't give much, and he's a defenseman that obviously they need, but it was Ian Magoo came out of the penalty box a little motivated and really put him against the wall pretty hard. Hopefully Bowman will be all right and come back because he's a vital member to this Thunderhawks team, especially tonight.
Face off to the right of the goaltender. Now it's going to be the Thunderhawks. Poke to center. Sliding over, it's going to be Lanigan. Plays that one in back behind the net. Waiting on that was Lyle. Back behind they go. Now Anderson. He's bothered. Stampahar, nice play there. Edges away from trouble. He has a stick whacking away there too. Steffen across the line. Quick snapper through the goal mouth area. Gathered in and handled now by D. Giuseppe. And it's going to be out of the zone with Lyle from the left wing. Numbers weren't great for the Hounds. Instead, Lyle's going to chase his own dump in. Ooh, and he nearly found the back of the net. Holm, good job to stay on the post, but great work by Lyle. He didn't have anything to work with there.
Well, he had a pretty good head of speed going through the neutral zone. Got a pretty good look on that. I think his angle was a little shallower than he wanted, but they keep trying to force it in on Holm from a bad angle. He's just denying him each and every time, but pretty good zone exit by the Duluth East Greyhounds. If they can keep doing that, they're going to keep putting pressure on Gabe Holm, the junior goaltender.
Out of the zone come the Thunderhawks. Now it's going to be Hain with it. Left wing pass that is behind the intended receiver. That's Evan Mischke. Now they'll go side door, nobody home. As Meyerhoff was there in the butterfly. Off a glove. Now it's handled there by Baker. Got caught up there, closed the hand on the puck, and we'll have the face-off coming up.
Yeah, it's going to be all the way down in the Duluth East zone, but really some pretty good work. I was very impressed with the way Grand Rapids actually came out of that zone with Stampahar. He dangled his way around, went in 4-on-2, but Duluth East did a good job of maintaining their position. They didn't chase the puck and really covered the whole ice, and really nothing came of it. But as we said, watch Stampahar, number 24 in the orange, likes to join the play. That's the challenge for Duluth East. They've risen to the occasion so far.
Bumped off the boards, icing, nope. As it's going to be Hain to take it from his own zone to the right wing on the ring. Waiting there was Danielson, and set it back in behind the net. Donovan away from Broke. Back to the blue line. Oh! Miller gets the old house-she going there. At center ice now. It's going to be played back across the line. I talk about lack of a penalty coming up. Goes from bad to worse here in the second period for the Thunderhawks. Now they're going to go to the penalty box and watch that vaunted Hounds power play go to work.
Well, I think it's going to be Broking that's going to go to the box again for tripping on that one. I think that's why they put Casey Hain back, is just to get a little continuity back there, steady things down a little bit. But Broking just got his stick between the wickets, pulled him down. Now the challenge is in front of Grand Rapids to kill this penalty. 83.6% penalty kill. But again, getting back to that 18.6 power play for Duluth East, they're looking to improve on that number. Now, as we said, a great chance to do that.
Now it's going to be Hain out of the zone. He's been moved to the blue line position as it's a depleted Thunderhawk addition, as Bowman just injured, as we mentioned. Of course, you have Drake Anderson out of the lineup. And this one's back up through center ice, as well as Michael Heitkamp. What an offensive producer he is, Bart. And those guys have the quick first step in the outlets. And really, the Thunderhawks have played a pretty solid game. People stepping up. 1-0 the score. Power play ensues now. There's a LeMaster shot. Holm worked every inch of the splits he could to get to that one. LeMaster shot. Pad save and a big rebound. Stampahar is there to come away with it to the line, but not out. There's LeMaster. Now it's going to be LeMaster getting it back. Touch passes. Oh, a deflection. Rebound. Oh, what a save! Circus there as he throws the paddle. Back in behind the net it goes. Now it's Joppy. Back behind, along the line, Fitzgerald. LeMaster, left wing, up high hill from the blue line. That's deflected off a pair of skates and back into the center ice zone. Thunderhawks wanted the hand pass. I was wondering why, too. Across the line, there's Worth with a shot that's blocked. Back behind the net now. Meju with it. Looks up to the point, instead stays low. Oh! 9-1-1 once again for Holm, as he has been lights out here tonight.
Well, this is one of the benefits of having depth at the goaltending position. We get a good look at that right there. Nice job by Holm to come over and close that door. But when your team struggles a little bit, the wheels are starting to wobble, you rely on your goaltender to come up big to get you through those tough times. That's exactly what Gabe Holm is in the process of doing right now. Really a couple good looks by Duluth East. They're moving the puck freely and getting it to the open man, really making Grand Rapids defend. They're making them work awful hard, Pete Wagner.
Indeed they are. We have 11-12 to go in the second period. 30 on the man advantage. Shot on goal as that one once again hits the, we're well aware, someone said there's someone in the shot right there. Not much we can do from the left wing side. It's tight quarters here at the Heritage Center. Todd Grover, thanks for your off-air production advice. Now it's going to be handled to the corner. Oh, down goes a Thunderhawk. Penalty now coming up to the Hounds. And we'll get to see the Thunderhawks jump back on the power play. 3 to go in the penalty that has been called on Broking, and then we'll see the power play back for the Thunderhawks.
Yeah, pretty good power play so far, but I think that's going to be Ryder Donovan that's going to go, if I saw that correctly, Pete. But yeah, we have the thing about coming to these arenas that have such tradition is people have their spots, and it's kind of hard to displace them when it's kind of their backyard. We're just guess here, but
John Gilbert's not moving because he suddenly has a hearing problem. You know what I mean? There's a shot that's off the glass. Full strength are the Thunderhawks. Miller leaves for Hain, who walks from the left point. Snapper, that's up high on Meyerhoff, as it's going to be cleared the length of the ice. Nice hustle play over off the left wing side by Ricky Lyle. Puck will be pushed over for Miller. He's going to leave off back behind for Stampahar, who's going to wind it up. Power play for $1.35, 19-10 your shots on goal in favor of the Hounds. And it's going to be played off the boards by Hill, the length of the ice as McLaughlin retreats.
Well, it looked like Grand Rapids had some strength in numbers, but it was that actually challenged at the blue.
Rung the boards. Now Miller plays behind. LeMaster rings it the length of the ice. So far, a quality PK being employed by Mike Randolph's Duluth East Greyhounds.
Well, they really are doing a great job of moving the puck around. Grand Rapids doing a pretty good job of keeping them to the periphery a little bit, but here we go.
Across the line now, it's going to be McLaughlin with it. Guides it back in behind. Cut off neatly there as that was picked up by the defense with Fisher. They can't get the zone as McLaughlin is there as he carries behind. He's submarined down. Burnson comes in to throw the body. Hill is there. Puck rattles to the slot area, sent back in the length of the ice wide of Holem as things get hooked up and caught together. No harm, no foul. Thunderhawks across the line, and just offside was Graber with 30 to go.
They were kind of locked up in the own zone, and there was a little emotion running amok, so they had to actually stop the play and wait for him to get back offside. Their zone entry wasn't great, but just 30 seconds left in that penalty to Ryder Donovan, the sophomore forward for the Hounds. Really, Grand Rapids is getting some zone time, but Duluth East doing a good job of blocking them out and keeping them on the periphery, which is what I meant to say.
Great crowd assembled here. The Heritage Sports Center in lovely Duluth, Minnesota. Love coming to this place in the spring and summer and fall and winter. I saw a couple of people here ask if lost. I think we hear that all the time, Bart. I think they should be asking you.
Yeah.
I mean, this is your first foray since we've been doing this for a decade to do a game live in Duluth.
Well, indeed, happy to be here, obviously, but everybody doesn't know that I have to check in for roll call in the morning, though.
Bart Archer, longest yard. Off the boards it goes. Kitchen pass was awarded to Mr. Bart Archer. Left wing deflected, back in deep. On the forecheck, it's going to be Lanigan. He's going to peel off and change instead. Breaking out of the zone, it's going to be Jagger. Now it's going to be Hain across the line. Miller looked for him. This is a rugged hockey game here. This is not for the faint of heart between these two teams as they're bringing some serious level of play. Across the line, McLaughlin with it. 2-on-2, he has a trailer now. Miller joins it. Ooh, quickly snaps that one through traffic. Donovan was sort of a screen, but a nice job by Meyerhoff to read that one all the way through.
Yeah, it was actually McLaughlin that came in, dished it off to Miller, and then went to the net. The lesson for you youngsters, don't quit on the play, go to the net, but second chance follow-up, not there. Meyerhoff did a good job of not only seeing that puck through traffic, but holding onto that rebound. As you can see, McLaughlin poised and ready for opportunity.
Oh, behind. Oh, Meyerhoff lost the grip as they nearly squirted one through. McLaughlin rips one. Oh, and batted out with the glove there. That's going to be a save, but a really tough one there off the glove.
He's had a couple tough ones.
Now it's going to be LeMaster. To the slot area. Hill out of the zone. No ice on the play. Holem will watch that one ring by him. Meju is there as he looks to play to the corner. And here come the Thunderhawks across the line. They got 4-on-2. Haynes shot, Steve Miller bumped away by Hill, and now can pull the trigger. Hill will carry out of the zone, and it's going to be picked up by Worth, the game's lone goal scorer. Wrist shot just wide of the net. Back behind, wraparound, and Holem gets there. The puck trickles. Graber turned over. Nice busy stick there, turned in by Joppy. Plays the body now on Miller. Graber comes over. They try to go up high to the left wing, do the Thunderhawks. They couldn't get there as it's Bowman on it. He's no worse for wear. Shook off the earlier effects of that shoulder into the wall. Forecheck is ferocious here. This is a big Thunderhawk team, Greyhound team. Like that's not afraid to throw the body, but McLaughlin works the flea angle. Shrugs him off across the line. Nice job inside by Joppy. And now it's going to be handled by the defenseman there, Kuchera. The play, or in front of the play actually rather. This one will be on the box, as once they touch it, it still can in transition when that penalty occurred.
Absolutely, and it was McLaughlin that did a really nice job of getting out of the zone, fighting through bodies to get the puck in deep, and he just got a little bit aggressive. They probably could have called him for 2 or 3, but when McLaughlin's playing like that, everybody gets on point because he can do a lot of different things, and when he brings that physical play in and he's motivated, he's a very difficult player to stop. But I think he's going to spend 2 minutes in the box to think about it, and then they'll release him and he'll feel shame, but what a great opportunity for Duluth East.
No, I heard him say a hook and 2 more for a rough. So I think it's going to be a double minor. Yep, indeed it is.
He earned every one of those, I'll say that. But again, you can't take the emotion out of the game. That's what makes McLaughlin such a good player. He just got a little overzealous on that one, but he's going to get some time to think about it. He did put his team behind the 8 ball in a pretty significant way right now, being down by a goal.
You want to talk about a turning point, it's right here, right now.
But that's where your goaltender can kind of work into this. Gabe Holm he's playing fabulous tonight, and he can actually pick his team up, get them through this troubled time, and maybe they can get their footing about it. But Duluth East is just taking the play to him right now.
There's a good look at John Gilbert, of course, the writing legend here from the Duluth area, former Star Tribune writer, all of you can remember. So the Duluth East power play will be employed yet again here as Trent Klatt is talking things over with the officials right now. And he said his piece. They explained things to him, and off we go. Wait, what are we at Camp Randall in Wisconsin? We're jumping around, Bart Archer.
Yeah. Well, they do bring it here. This place is jam-packed. What a great arena this is. First blush, as I said, coming here, but very, very impressed not only with the rink, the facility, but the people that come in and populate it as well.
5-on-3 now. Or, I'm sorry, this is a, sorry, my bad, there's a shot and a goal. 4-minute power play now for the Hounds. That one up high off the glass, and it's going to be handled out of the zone by Bernson. Finds an opening and sends it the length of the ice. Really big kill here. They've got a pair to go for the Thunderhawks as the Hounds will play it to the left wing side. Meju is there. Oh, nice toe drag and a blocker pad save. Even better there on the great opportunity turned in by Ryder Donovan. Puck is played back in behind the net. Meju is there. Donovan to help out. Hain got a handle, although momentarily. Try to go a little spinorama to the goal. That shot's off a pair of gates. That's get it down low, lets it go. And Hain's going to hustle this one down. Chips it. Oh, nice keep there by Fisher. Slides over, works kind of the pad save of his own.
Yeah, he did. He knew he was going to get a stinger on that one. But this is where the Heitkamp and Anderson come into play. You can kill one penalty, but back-to-back penalties, it really messes with the continuity of defense. That's why they put Gavin Hain back on defense. Not a position he's used to, but he's capable of playing. But you can see how they can get vulnerable in certain spots. Duluth East got to take advantage of the situation.
Power play continues now. That shot's wide. 2:47 to go in the first of the 2 on McLaughlin. Hound. Wrist shot that is taken up high by Holm. And do it as he keeps this a 1-goal game.
Yeah, I think that caught him in the bucket, but really nice job. Big save, picks up his team a little bit. Grand Rapids, if they can win these faceoffs and just put
very comfortable tonight in goal. Special about his play tonight as that butterfly that one right there was how well he's playing. Shorthanded across the line. He gets a little and the Hounds will regroup. Lemaster takes the puck from. He'll ring this one in back behind. The first penalty is worn off now, so Hounds will walk to the center. There's an opportunity down low, stick save, rebound. Holm sprung, pad save, rebound. Choppy. As a Hound was checked into it.
Oh, and to make the save, which he did again. But you talked about the butterfly, Pete. I haven't seen a goaltender's hips get lower than side as well as anybody. You're right. He's a special game. Sometimes he's.
But they're both so good. What it gives your team always the knowledge and you can win, and they can work through some of these things, suspensions, injuries, and all those. Because that will always ones like that.
Absolutely. It's a luck.
Off the post. That was a partial block. Oh, he scores! Pullum nearly pulled that out of the air, but a big goal on the power play to give the Duluth East Greyhounds a 2-0 lead.
Well, if there's one thing that Worth can do is he can finish, but that one carried him off the post, got back out to Hunter Payne, the sophomore forward playing on the point. He let one go. I believe that's his first goal of the year, but what a big goal it was. Now the lead is 2, but we're back to 5-on-5. It's up to Grand Rapids to dig down deep and find an answer to this because Duluth East is starting to buzz.
We did call it a little bit of a turning point. The goaltender was definitely their best penalty killer, no questions asked there. And, you know, he nearly somehow went circus on that save, sprawling and diving.
I think it was because of the Worth shot. He was overcommitted on that one. Very athletic to even get back to give a semblance of trying to make that save, but he caught it clean. 2-0 Duluth, up to Grand Rapids to respond.
Now it's going to be Worth with it. 31-14 are the shots on goal, and it's a theme we spoke about earlier about how they gave up 52 the other night about a week ago against Holy Family Catholic. 31 again here. And where Olem has been absolutely terrific in goal. That one slides through the goal mouth area, and it's going to be picked up by Garrett Worth. He leaves off and gets a little bit of help. There's a shot that's off a pair of skates, or pass rather, for Donovan. Now Hill will play that one through. And it's going to be the Hounds with it, 5-on-5 with 2:34 to go. And that one was once again offside. What was the official scoring once again, Bar?
Well, I don't know if I got the official scoring. This crowd is so vociferous that, but I think it was Payne from Worth at the 14-10 mark. But the important statistic is up on the scoreboard. It's 2-0 Duluth East in their backyard. Grand Rapids really has to kind of find a way to get down and put some pressure on Meyerhoff. They haven't really put pressure on him. Obviously, being a man down didn't help, but it's been a while since they've been in the offensive zone.
Did it? So it's Worth and Mayhew, and the fact is that's 2 points now for Worth. So he's having himself a nice evening here at the Heritage Sports Center. 2 gorgeous rinks across the line. Hounds will try to play this out of the zone as here they come. 2-on-2. Oh, nice little pass to some open area. Reaching for that was Lyle, but Anderson, nifty little play there. Fisher, his shot pass is deflected. The shafts, as I like to call it. Now Anderson again will just play that one back into the zone, and at center ice it goes with $1:50 to go in the period. Dancing into this one is Lyle. Has a man, touch pass to the near side. Unable to handle that was Lyle. Little razzle-dazzle by the Hounds. 5-on-5 hockey, looks like a power play in front. Scores! Lyle gets a pass from the corner. I believe that was Lanigan as he tapped past Gabe Holum.
These Grand Rapids having trouble kind of getting any forecheck going. Duluth East came down with some speed into the zone, worked it down deep, and here you can see it right here. Just waited for the defenseman to come in and commit, put it between his legs. Nice redirect by Lyle. That's his 5th goal of the season, but what a big goal it was. 3-0 lead, second period. We have 1:35 to go. I think Grand Rapids got to finish this period strong regardless of whether they score. They need to get some confidence back going in the locker room.
Indeed they do. Right now the Hounds have been on the puck. They have the 32-14 shot on goal advantage and the gaudy 3-0 lead here in the second period. They led 1-0 after one. Pick up a couple of here in the second. Minute advantage, a double minor picked off line. Now Hain plays ahead for Miller. Miller from the left side tried to play it over for the oncoming. Now it's going to be with it. This one is going to be, I believe, on the Thunderhawks. It's going to be, or it's going to be Ian. That's right, Ian Majot is going to go.
Yeah, it's going to be Magoo that's going to go, but this is really a benefit for Grand Rapids. Obviously not a lot of time, just 54.4 seconds left in this first period. Offensive zone face-off with a man advantage. Great time for Trent Klatt and the Thunderhawks to make some noise.
54.4 to go in the period, as Bart mentioned. Late in the third, or second rather. Ian Magoo, 2 minutes for roughing, so big power play here for the Thunderhawks. This could be just what the doctor ordered, as Bart mentioned, high off the glass and out of the zone by Fisher. Holm will steer off to the right. Graber will come in to gather up and wind it up out of the power play. Keep in mind, Heitkamp, Drake Anderson out of the lineup, serving suspensions from game misconducts. 25 to go in the period. Miller plays back up high for Stampahar, goes high off the glass. A couple of bodies converge. It's going to be Lyle to come away with it to the line, but not out. Nice job by Graber to keep it alive. Try to play over to Miller, and Lyle comes away with it, makes a nice individual play. Wanted to dangle, couldn't, left something behind. Whoa, look out. Holm. Oh, got the glove on it, didn't know where that was going. Looks like he lost it in the din of the crowd, if you will, as that ends the period. What a period for the Duluth East Greyhounds as they score 2 and take the 3-0 lead.
Well, the nice thing for Trent Klatt and the Thunderhawks is they have a minute and 6 penalties left. Minute and 6 left in the penalty to Magoo, so they get to start the second period with the man advantage. I think they need to just go in and regroup. They need to settle down. One thing Grand Rapids was very good at in the early part of the year is they blocked out and protected their goaltender. A lot of traffic in front of Holm tonight, but Duluth East is winning the individual battles tonight, whether it be a race for the puck or fighting through a check or something. Duluth East has just been the better team so far, but Grand Rapids is going to come out with some fire in this third period and make some noise.
We're going to take a timeout. We've got plenty of business to take care of here, as Brett Johnson will lead us through this second period intermission. The score reads, the Duluth East Greyhounds 3, the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks 0. Shots on goal, 33. Grand Rapids.
For a bag. It came out of frustration. I had 4 bags in 2 years. I was sick of it. So I said, well, screw it, I can design a bag. So I talked to some of my teammates, I talked to players, and I came up with what I think is the ultimate hockey bag. We set out creating 2 bags. The player bag was designed for players, by players. We didn't take any shortcuts. I wanted to make sure that this bag would last you a long time. The Pond Pack was designed for coaches, parents, refs, the outdoor player, basically anyone that doesn't need to bring their entire bag of equipment. One of the great things about this bag is it looks like an everyday rucksack with hockey functionality. So when you're not on the ice, you can use this bag for everyday life. Each of our bags comes in 3 awesome colors: black, red, and navy. We love hockey, and we believe we've created the ultimate pair of hockey bags. I'm Jason Withy. I'm from Pacific Rink. I love hockey. You know, a couple years ago, I had this idea for a bag. It came out of frustration. I had 4 bags in 2 years. I was sick of it. So I said, well, screw it, I can design a bag. So I talked to some of my teammates, I talked to players, and I came up with what I think is the ultimate hockey bag. We set out creating 2 bags. The player bag was designed for players, by players. We didn't take any shortcuts. I wanted to make sure that this bag would last you a long time. The Pond Pack was designed for coaches, parents, refs, the outdoor player, basically anyone that doesn't need to bring their entire bag of equipment. One of the great things about this bag is it looks like an everyday rucksack with hockey functionality. So when you're not on the ice, you can use this bag for everyday life. Each of our bags comes in 3 awesome colors: black, red, and navy. We love hockey. Bags.
Hockey fans, when you're in Duluth, you got to stay at Park Point Marina Inn. They're Duluth's award-winning waterfront hotel resort, and also the TripAdvisor 2015 and 2016 Certificate of Excellence National Award winner. With 68 deluxe rooms, most with outside decks, views of Duluth Harbor or Duluth City Side and aerial lift bridge, enjoy our 73-item pantry breakfast buffet with waffles, eggs, sausage, and potatoes. Conveniently located just 4 blocks from Canal Park. Amenities include indoor pool, hot tub, sauna, gift shop, fitness center, a business center, 2 outdoor patios, fire pit, 2 meeting banquet rooms, breakwater pier walk, and family picnic area. Enjoy a complimentary evening shuttle bus to Canal Park. Lobby Side Limited Service Bar serves frozen pizza and sandwiches. We're just 1 block to Park Point Beach. Sailing and fishing charters leave directly from our docks. Jacuzzi suites available. Don't forget, once again, ladies and gentlemen, you need to check out Park Point Marina Inn, Duluth's award-winning waterfront hotel. We are between periods of the Let's Play Hockey Game of the Week, and we're joined by True Hockey's Jason Kasuris. You are a part of a company that is a growing hockey equipment manufacturer, and you have some great stuff. Jason, can you tell us a little bit about your company and how it's growing?
Well, essentially, we've been in the hockey market for a very long time, actually, close to 16 years. But we haven't been branded as True. We've been building hockey sticks for multiple other manufacturers, pretty much any of the manufacturers that are out today, and have actually come and gone. But we've been building their sticks, just labeling them with their logos and everything like that. But about 3 years ago, we decided, hey, let's build our own brand. Let's stop making for others and really be innovative. We want to bring products to the market that still stay traditional to the hockey consumer, but with added perks, with added technology that's going to the product improve the player. The aspects, there's 2017. Also, we purchased a VH footwear, so we are getting into skates. We're growing the brand as much as we possibly can, but we're doing it strategically. It's not where we're just bringing everything all at once and trying to flood the market with all of our equipment. We want to be innovative. That's our biggest thing. We want to be a high-end company that looks at ways to make a player better, make our products better, not just be a Me Too company.
Well, and I think the important component is that you were the technology behind a lot of the, quote, brand name sticks, but now you are the brand and the technology, and I think that's important for the consumer to know. And then the second aspect is the innovation of your products from the palms. I mean, I know as a hockey parent, one of the most frustrating things is you buy a kid a pair of gloves, and within a year they're worn out because the knob is just taken out one of the hands, and you got to start over again. But you have a solution to that, which can allow you to keep those gloves, and you just replace the palms, correct?
Correct. And like I said, it can be treated, I look at it as 3 different ways. So with that palm completely zipping out, you can look at it as a durability aspect. So a year down the road, the top hand blows out or anything like that. You can just go in. You don't have to buy a new pair of gloves. You don't have to take it into a repair shop and get a completely different feel to the glove or anything like that. It's just a matter of going into your local dealer that has the palm offerings and change it out, and you have the exact same feeling glove and just go from there. The other aspect is we have 5 different options in palms. So we have all different performance aspects. We have a durable palm in our Z Power. We have our standard is a great palm as well. We have our Z Fit that is a very, very soft feeling, very thin feeling. We have a Z Pro that a lot of the NHL players, it's a very thin, ultra feel palm. And then we have our Z Grip, which is a tackified grip that really helps with the grip of the stick. So that's another attribute. The third attribute is the dryability of the gloves. A lot of the issues with gloves is they stink, quite honestly. Mm-hmm. And, to get any sprays into a glove or anything like that, you can't really get into the fingertips of a glove to kill any of that bacteria. So now what you can actually do is you can unzip that palm and take it off, spray the whole glove down, and then dry it out. And it works unbelievably great.
That's amazing stuff. It is.
I mean, it is, and the other nice thing too is, I use the example as I played in a pond hockey tournament last winter. I used these gloves. It was 45 degrees out, so it was extremely warm. We were essentially skating in puddles,
swimming, yeah.
And the gloves got extremely wet in the one game, and I had another game that I had to go to in 15 minutes. So I just zipped out the palm, put a new palm in, dry gloves, ready to go. So, I mean, it definitely works for, what it's intended to, and it improves the playability of the gloves. It also improves the overall performance of the gloves for the players.
You can find their information at true-hockey.com, and you can also get it in local stores. Jason, if you wouldn't mind, outline to us where we can find your product in stores in the Twin Cities area.
Twin Cities area, Hockey Central and Blaine, Dave's Sports Shops, Strauss, General Sports, just to name a few, Total Hockey's as well. We're definitely growing brand, and we're building that dealer base as much as possible. Even if you can't find it at any of the dealers, more than likely we've had contact with them, and they should be able to order something from us. So.
And it won't hurt to ask for True Hockey brands, too, at your local dealer if they're not there. You can also purchase your product online, too. Is that correct, at various online sporting good hockey stores as well? Correct.
We're in all the major online dealers as well.
Perfect. Jason, thank you so much. And once again, that is true-hockey.com. We're going to take a quick time out. We're going to return back to high school hockey action, the Let's Play Hockey Game of the Week.
I'm from Pacific Rink. A couple years ago, I had this idea for a bag. So I talked to some of my teammates, I talked to players, came up with what I think is the ultimate bag. We set out. We didn't take. I wanted to make sure that this bag would last you a long time. Refs, the outdoor, their entire bag of equipment. The great things about this bag is it looks like an rucksack with hockey functionality. So when you're not on the, you can use this bag in 3: black, red, and navy. We love hockey, and we believe bags.
Hockey fans, when you're in Duluth, you got to stay at Park Point Marina Inn. They're Duluth's award-winning waterfront hotel resort, and also the TripAdvisor 2015 and 2016 Certificate of Excellence National Award winner. With 68 deluxe rooms, most with outside decks, views of Duluth Harbor or Duluth City Side and aerial lift bridge, enjoy our 73-item pantry breakfast buffet with waffles, eggs, sausage, and potatoes. Conveniently located just 4 blocks from Canal Park. Amenities include indoor pool, hot tub, sauna, gift shop, fitness center, a business center, 2 outdoor patios, fire pit, 2 meeting banquet rooms, breakwater pier walk, and family picnic area. Enjoy a complimentary evening shuttle bus to Canal Park. Lobby Side Limited Service Bar serves frozen pizza and sandwiches. We're just 1 block to Park Point Beach. Sailing and fishing charters leave directly from our docks. Jacuzzi suites available. Don't forget, once again, ladies and gentlemen, you need to check out Park Point Marina Inn, Duluth's award-winning waterfront hotel.
I'm Jason Withy. I'm from Pacific Rink. I love hockey. A couple years ago, I had this idea for a bag. It came out of frustration. I had 4 bags in 2 years. I was sick of it. So I said, well, screw it, I can design a bag. So I talked to some of my teammates, I talked to players, and I came up with what I think is the ultimate hockey bag. We set out creating 2 bags. The player bag was designed for players, by players. We didn't take any shortcuts. I wanted to make sure that this bag would last you a long time. The Pond Pack was designed for coaches, parents, refs, the outdoor player, basically anyone that doesn't need to bring their entire bag of equipment. One of the great things about this bag is it looks like an everyday rucksack with hockey functionality. So when you're not on the ice, you can use this bag for everyday life. Each of our bags comes in 3 awesome colors: black, red, and navy. We love hockey, and we believe we've created the ultimate pair of hockey bags. I'm Jason Withy. I'm from Pacific Rink. I love hockey. You know, a couple years ago, I had this idea for a bag. It came out of...
We welcome you back to the Heritage Sports Center along with Bart Archer. I'm Pete Wagner, starting up the third period. And Bart, we're going to take a look now at the scoring summary. 1 goal in the first period, then a couple in the second for the Duluth East Greyhounds.
Yeah, Duluth East opened the scoring at the 10-17 mark. It was Worth with his 5th. Then the second period, it was Payne from Worth at 14-10. Then Lyle with his 5th from Anderson, and I can't read my own writing. How about that? Lanigan.
And you know what? Here's the great part. I hung you out to dry.
I know, you didn't help me at all.
Yeah, I was staring right at it. I was staring right at it, Bart. That's what friends do, right?
Oh, well, I've heard anyway. I wouldn't know.
You know, you and I had an amazing talk on the way up here. We were talking about old time. We were going Bossy. We were going Prop. We were going Rick Vive. We were throwing all the names out there.
Tim Kerr, Joey Neuendijk, Joel Otto. We threw a lot of them out there.
Your boy Ray Bork.
There you go.
Man. That was when you could pick a fantasy roster 20 deep and have 20 more to go from.
Here we go. Let's focus on third period.
3-0 the score. Power play now for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Will go for another minute, as it's going to be Stampahar with it. He'll run across the line. Nice little no look to the left wing side for Hain. And, a little delayed there on the offside call, but we'll call it offside.
Well, it was a good rink-wide pass. I think he had Miller on the left wing side, but Miller with a little bit of a challenge at the blue, cut just enough. Stampahar got in just ahead, but 50 seconds. But it looks like we have a very focused Thunderhawks team on the power play.
Another key point of this game right now between these two teams. Stampahar will get the bounding puck out of his own zone as Gabe Holm, who's been fantastic tonight, looks on, despite the fact that his team trails by 3. A 3-0. Nice move. Hain in on goal. Wanted short side to the blocker. Couldn't get it over Meyerhoff. Hain plays that down the right wing wall. Now it's going to be Graber with it. McLaughlin. Miller's shot was deflected off the wickets of Lemaster. Now it's the Thunderhawks again. Graber up high. Lyle was there. Down low it goes. Lemaster wrists it back into the neutral zone. Stampahar takes over with 4 to go in the man advantage. Now it's Lemaster. He turns away from trouble. Elects to send that the length of the ice. Good eye there by the linesman, and icing the call will bring it back into the Duluth East zone.
Well, once that period expired, Duluth East had some momentum coming through the neutral zone. Just kind of overshot that pass by, a lot, and it's going to bring it all the way back down. But Grand Rapids, at least they didn't score on that power play, but they got a chance to possess the puck, get a feel for the puck in the offensive zone, something they really haven't had a chance to do much tonight, to the credit of Duluth.
Right wing breakout. Look out, that blue line can trip you up every once in a while, and it did on Majot. Left wing side it goes. Now it's going to be Burnson, picked back up by Majot, as he has Worth 2-on-2 across the line. Worth takes the puck to the forehand, turns away, little escape there, protects up the wall, and cycles back in behind the net. Majot was there. Shoot, scores! 4-0, ladies and gentlemen. That one was Ryder Donovan as he takes a feed again from back behind. I believe that was Worth with another assist. But down low, pass is coming from everywhere there.
Well, Worth is one of those players that he moves laterally quite quickly. Very difficult to challenge. Here we see it just broke up, got the puck right out front, redirected it just past Holm. I think it caught him off guard, but for Donovan, that's his 5th goal of the season. Now it's a 4-0 lead. The mountain gets a little higher for the Thunderhawks.
15-17 to go in the third period. And the Duluth East Greyhounds lead by a score of 4-0. In complete control here in the third period. These two teams know each other oh so well. Big Section 7 AA combatants. We're talking about the young Cloquet-Esco Carleton Lumberjacks. They're going to be trouble down the road here come playoff time. Of course, there's Elk River that resides in this section. Along with these two teams wrap around, Holm gets there from the post. And looking to tuck that in there was Jack Fitzgerald, the sophomore.
Well, this is a situation where Coach Trentclass is going to have to really focus on his kids maintaining their discipline. A lot of times when you get tired, you get frustrated, you're coming off a bad spell, you tend to migrate to taking a little extracurriculars. They have to keep their emotional discipline on that one. The official going Donovan from Majou from 143, 4-0 lead, Duluth East.
Face-off win. There's Worth. He's feeling it tonight. That one is a wrister up high off the equipment. Miller comes over. Off the boards, Lemaster will regroup. It's a big Greyhound team, and they've been laying the lumber on the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks here tonight, physically. Now Lemaster chases it to the corner from his defensive position. He'll race back up to the blue line as it's going to be taken over by McLaughlin. Plays back up into the center ice area. Lemaster off the boards. McLaughlin, nice little move through neutral. Tries to dangle through traffic. Hain loses the handle there, goes down, brought a stick with him. And the puck will be sent back into the Grand Rapids zone for an icing call.
Well, you can tell that Grand Rapids has the effort, the purpose. I don't know if they have the focus right now. They seem to be chasing the puck, taking the shots after the whistle. You know, if a person has the puck, a body check is a good call to order. If they don't have the puck and you take yourself out of the play, you're not doing anybody any good. I think Grand Rapids has just got to get back to playing Thunderhawks hockey, but Duluth East has played almost a flawless game tonight.
They really have. They've done what they needed to do, and we were talking to Jerry Burrow, the longtime veteran reporter here from the Duluth area that covers the game all over the state, but he says there's not a lot of big-name goal-scoring pop on this Duluth East team, and I said, it looks like it's by committee to me, and there's nothing wrong with scoring by committee.
No, it's almost better because it's harder to defend against two lines than it is one in particular, but they have great diversity in scoring, and they're showing that tonight.
Picked up by the Hounds, tucked back in behind by Fitzgerald, gets a little bit of help. Nice stick save by Holm. Picked back up by the Hounds. Baker, and in the corner it goes. Fitzgerald again protects the puck from the left wing. Out to the slot area, too far. Held in, played down the line by Kuchera. Now it's Fitzgerald. He's watched by Graber. And it's poked off Baker's stick. Throwing the body on the right point was Di Giuseppe, but it's sent back in by Kuchera. Now Fitzgerald again. Cycling are the Hounds, working the offensive zone, almost playing a form of keep away here. That puck rattles around, and Holm was there, but not in, as the puck is kept out of the line. As that was a serious puck possession cycling opportunity for the Hounds there for quite some time.
Yeah, and really they haven't been able to do that very much, but puck possession has not been a problem for Duluth. They just seem to be winning the battles to the loose pucks. They're maintaining possession, but it was Majou that tried to pull it out front, put pressure on Holm. He actually got Holm to turn around, so I think they're starting to get into the mind of the goaltender, which is not an easy thing to do. Grand Rapids just got to defend better.
By the way, you saw the graphic. Next week we're going to be at the St. Louis Park Rec Center featuring another sectional matchup with the Vanilla St. Margaret's and the defending state champs, the Wayzata Trojans. Two teams that will be jostling for position come section seating time. That one's up and out of play, and we're going to take it to center ice.
Well, it's going to go all the way down. Shots on goal, 35 for Duluth East, just 15 for the Thunderhawks. That kind of is a telltale sign of how this game's really gone. Duluth East has been just an offensive juggernaut that's been a challenge for the Thunderhawks to contain. Thunderhawks just can't sustain in the offensive zone.
Stampahar is there. Some of that, too, is transition and possession, and it's been dominated by the Hounds as this game has moved on. Across the line they go. On that puck, it's Del Greco. That one's turned aside and played up the right wing side. From skate to stick across the line, it's Logan Anderson. He submarines a would-be checker, and it's picked up by the Thunderhawks of Grand Rapids as they break out of their own zone with Bowman. His pass fails to click, picked up by the defense. Fisher off the glass, and no icing. Nope, they're going to say icing on the play. With 12:01 to go here in the third period.
Boy, it's getting down to a point where you don't know if Grand Rapids is struggling because they have internal strife or if Duluth East is just playing that smothering, but it just seems like they just Thunderhawks haven't got into any kind of offensive rhythm. They can't complete 2 or 3 passes in a row because there's always somebody on them. But I don't know if it's a credit to Duluth East and how they're defending, or just Grand Rapids struggling to get some offensive flow.
Well, and you know, it's true when you saw that graphic of 60% of the goal scoring coming from one line here. There's nothing wrong with being a one-hit wonder, but when you start having players out of the lineup from all over the place, it gets tougher to spread that out.
Absolutely, and we're not trying to besmirch anybody else on this Thunderhawk team. Obviously, they have the 5 primary players that play the special teams. The other players are good hockey players, no question about it. They just need to see if they can chip in a little bit offensively, but I think the first call to order is you have to defend first.
Well, and it comes down to 2. This season is full of peaks and valleys and journeys for all teams, and for the Thunderhawks, they're working through one right now. Broking with it to the right wing side with Lyle, or check that, Bowman rather. Now it's going to be Hain for Miller across the line. He cannot work the dangle as he was stopped by Reed Hill. Majou was there to the line and out of the zone. McLaughlin will race across away from LeMaster. Tries to muscle his way in. Hain tees off, and that was deflected up and out of play as the Thunderhawks big line with a good chance there.
Well, it was a good chance. Nice work by McLaughlin. Actually worked the puck down low, dropped it back to Hain. And I think if Hain had that back, he might have taken a moment to pause, but the slap shot really doesn't have a lot of accuracy. It might have the velocity, but ramped up and out of play. But at least Grand Rapids got into the zone, but again, good defense by the Greyhounds.
Face-off win. Shot was deflected wide of the mark. Now it's Graber looking out front. That's off a pair of skates, and Kuchera comes away with it from the right wing. Here comes the rush up the ice, 2-on-1 if they hurry. Fitzgerald has Baker in front. Good defensive posture there. Stampahar breaks that up and thwarts that would-be centering pass. Now it's Fitzgerald. Snapshot that's blocked off the pads of Jager. Baker now for the Hounds. Wants to cycle. Good read by the Thunderhawks, but Stampahar couldn't get the handle. Now it's going to be a shot that's deflected there by Joppy, and back out of the zone they come with it, and it's going to be DiGiuseppe who has a big collision at center, and there's some more activity. So there's one going on at center ice, and then one back in behind the net.
Well, these are the ones where you have to kind of be careful. You want everybody to be healthy and happy coming out of this game. You want aggressive play, but it can't go over the line, and it looks like this is a perfect situation with just over 10 minutes to go, 4 goals down. Grand Rapids starting to lose their composure a little bit, but this is a tough team.
We'll take a look at how they sort this one out. Both doors are going to open, and going into one door is going to be Burnson, and heading into the other door is going to be Joppy. So it's going to be 5-on-5 unless they hand out extras.
One sec, don't put anything up there. Well, the challenge for the referees is to keep control of this game.
So right now the Thunderhawks are talking things over and want to know what's happening. Oh, now there's going to be another one going for the Thunderhawks. And this was the center ice hookup. So Burnson stays in, and then he gets joined.
6 white, he's going to have a rough, and then 9 orange is going to have a rough too. So we're not putting anything up. 10 orange, he had the slash.
Okay, so you get a slashing penalty.
We got to go get him.
Okay, 6 is coming in for the
Yes, yep.
Hounds. And that's going to be Sam Kuchera, the senior defenseman.
I thought I saw Joppy in there as well.
He is. He got the roughs, and then so these were the 2 dust-ups, one at center. No harm, no foul. We go 5-on-5. We don't put anything up. Off we go.
I had to wheeze to bend over to see who was in the penalty box. That means I better run around the block a couple times probably. But yeah, this is just one of these situations where there's a lot of emotion in this game. Obviously, there's a lot of energy on the Greyhounds because they're ahead. They've earned it. But a little frustration on Grand Rapids at this point. They just have to maintain their discipline, Pete.
So 10:07 shows on the clock here in the third period. It's going to be 5-on-5 as these two teams have been going at it tooth and nail here tonight. 1-0 was the score after the first period. And then there was 2 goals scored in the second by the Hounds, followed by 1 here in the third to make it 4-0. And by the way, you can go back and watch all of these games that we've done so far in the Games of the Week for Let's Play Hockey on letsplayhockey.com on our YouTube channel and Let's Play Hockey TV. Also, Michael Mazzatelli, one of our video producers, is out doing plenty of feature-length videos, and there's plenty of content you can see on the website, especially updated today were the youth rankings, high school rankings yesterday, and there's always plenty of fodder. Some of our most popular pages across the line. 5-on-5, the Hawks will handle Hain to McLaughlin, wide of the mark. Bowman sends that one to the goal mouth area, and that's going to be an on goal as it's stopped by Meyerhoff as two more players converge, but they're going to let that one go.
Yeah, indeed. You got to let them still play as long as they don't get out of hand. But pretty nice job by McLaughlin and Hain, kind of a give and go. But once that happens, they get some opportunities, but they shoot them wide and it rings around the boards. If they can take particular care to get those on goal, perhaps get a second chance, then they can really start getting that confidence back that this Grand Rapids team should have.
Hey, Bart, did you see that they're allowing bands to audition to open for Bon Jovi at the XL Energy Center? Should we put ours back together?
Well,
I heard that with the song here on the overhead.
Yeah, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. We won't put people through that with any broken glass, if you will. Offensive zone time now for the Thunderhawks. Lemaster gets away from one man as he walks back up through center. Miller is back. Right wing on the pass. Lanigan is there. He's checked on the play. Tries to work his feet through the check. Couldn't quite get it done. Chipped off the glass. Ooh, a quick shot in on goal by Lanigan. Stopped there by Holm. Lyle with it now. From the corner, Cochran was there. Now it's going to be Lanigan. Back behind. That gets away from Anderson. And now Lyle plays this one through. Now here comes Miller back up through center ice area. Surveys the scene. Pulls that away from one man. Tries to take it to the goal mouth area. Nothing doing. Shots buzzed wide of the net. Broking will watch this one as it'll be picked up out of the zone by Lanigan. Sent back in. Good shift for that line for the Thunderhawks. As it's going to be sent back through at the line and offside. Just a hair off as Fisher came on to make that play.
Yeah, he put a good effort to keep that in. Boy, that didn't go over by much. But again, Duluth East is just their zone exits are so clean. They come through the neutral zone with speed. And Grand Rapids playing a bit of a soft blue line. Really, it's just they're kind of shell-shocked because Duluth East has been so efficient through the neutral zone with speed. That's why they have 36 shots on the scoreboard.
36-17, the shots on goal in favor of the Hounds, as Bart mentioned there. Danielson was there, wide of Holm. Now it's going to be Bowman with it. Graber stopped on the play by Worth. The commitment to the defensive play in the neutral zone and all angles of this game for the Hounds has been quite impressive indeed. 7:58 to go in the third. Anderson is there. Now it's going to be Graber to take over for the Thunderhawks. He's bumped on the play. Tries to get away from traffic, but that's stopped by the Hounds. Up in the air and sent right back into the Grand Rapids zone. And it's going to be handled at center by Hill. Left wing on the pass for Lyle. On came a would-be. And it's played back through center. Lemaster is there, and a whistle on the play and a penalty for a high stick. And not believing it is going to be Ricky Lyle.
Yeah, in fact, that was a play that they were very definitive about calling. But you can hear one thing of being at this Heritage is you're right above the benches, and you can hear the emotion on the Grand Rapids side. And it is a bit of frustration. But now they're going to get an opportunity to at least get that zero off the scoreboard. They got 2 minutes to do that. Just 17 shots on goal for this Thunderhawk team to this point. Obviously, they're looking to get some good quality looks.
Face-off is controlled and handled by the Thunderhawks. It's Hain. Now Graber. Big power play for them. Low slot for Hain. Lemaster works position. Stampahar takes over. Walks the line. Stampahar holds. Lost the handle. Regains. Wanted to shoot from there but couldn't. Stampahar now up for Graber. Nice pass to the slot to Miller. His shot doesn't get through. Now it's going to be Stampahar from the right point. Shooting lane was closed up by Worth. Now it's Graber. There's Hain, or Miller again rather, pushes that one wide, and now it's Hain. Boy, he's had two great chances off that quick pass from the left point from Graber. Now it's Miller again. Graber shoots. Oh, and that's off the glove of Meyerhoff. He didn't know where it went. Now it's picked back up by Hain. Hain will walk to his left wing side. Just 4 shots on goal so far here in this third period for the Thunderhawks. Working the power play for another 1 minute. Now Miller. His shot's in on goal, and that was read by Meyerhoff, held on and covered up.
Well, really a nice job of working the puck. They're actually getting it to the open man, and they were showing some patience involved. So it was Micah Miller that took that one on top of the left dot. But pretty easy save for Meyerhoff. He tracked that into his glove. Just 56 seconds left in the penalty to Ricky.
And it's going to be set up behind the net. Thunderhawks now will work it out with 45 seconds to go. That's off a pair of skates and played back in behind the net. Good to see the Wild are taking Les Habitants of Montreal to the woodshed. Remember that a couple years ago? Oof. Kind of returning the favor. Behind the net. Stampahar with it. Gets away from one man, plays it to the left wing side. Now it's Hain, leaves off McLaughlin. Hain gets it back. Oh, he had an opportunity, but the stick was there for Lanigan to deflect that and break it up. There's a shot in on goal. Nice save there by Meyerhoff as Bernson was there. We're now 5-on-5. Lyle heads to the bench. 5 minutes and 16 seconds to go in the third. Stampahar off the boards. Sliding over was Del Greco. Bernson was there and a penalty from behind the play. Ooh, a misconduct and a slash. 2 minutes unsportsmanlike and a 10-minute misconduct.
Yeah, he's done for the night, and he's really a kind of a player. Obviously, they're down by 4 goals in the waiting seconds. 5:10 left in this third period, but Stampahar off for, as you said, unsportsmanlike and 10-minute misconduct. He said it must have said something that didn't really please the referee, but he put his team behind the 8 ball a little bit. Whether you lose 4-0, 4-3, a loss is a loss. And obviously it's going to stink for Grand Rapids, but it's the method in which you go about losing. But this third period is a very important period for this Thunderhawk team, and I don't know if they've really answered the bell.
36-20 are your shots on goal here in the third period. And we'll get to see the power play employed one more time. Face-off win by the Hounds. Lemaster now sends a wrist shot through. Nice blocker pad save by Holm. And they're going to carry this one to the top of the circle. Shot wide of the net. Rebound, blocker pad save Holm. Good positional stop there. Nearly caught someone on the bench. It looks like it did on its way through.
Well, Pete, I think Stampahar actually played a really nice game tonight. I think he's a shutdown defenseman when he's on his game, and he actually played quite well tonight. Pushed the puck up during a rush. I'm not trying to take a shot at him, but when he loses his discipline, he loses it pretty hard. I mean, there's no real gray area about it. He's too good of a player to be in the penalty box. He's not helping his team being on that bench. But I'm sure good things to come from him. But I've been very impressed with his play so far this year. But you can sense the frustration on Grand Rapids. Something's got to give. But they just need to finish this 450 in this third period strong and build on that.
From the right wing side, it's going to be Lanigan across the line. He carries and possesses, loses the handle momentarily, puts on the brakes. Now he's going to carry this one down low. Lyle was there. Lanigan give and go from the corner. Instead, they play it back in behind. Anderson was there. Lyle gets it back. Back for Anderson. Now Anderson down low for Lyle behind the net. Lanigan is there down low in the slot area working the screen. Lyle will let that go. Bowman is watching his man. It's going to be picked up by Anderson. Anderson for Lyle. Loose puck. Scores! And they work that below the dots about as well as you can as Nick Lanigan gives the Hounds the 5-0 lead.
Yeah, and for Lanigan, that's going to be his 5th goal of the season. But again, the 5th different goal scorer for this Duluth East team. Pete, instead of having 250 goal scorers, I'd rather have 520 goal scorers, and this is the reason why. Because you can roll some people out and still put pressure offensively. I thought Broking and Bowman did a pretty good job of defending, forcing everything to the outside, but I think Holum's just getting a little overwhelmed right now. 37 shots on goal, giving up 5, which for him is unusual, but this Duluth East team is starting to, I think the waters have been chummed, they're starting to smell blood, and they're playing very comfortable and very poised and intelligent game. That's why they're up by 5.
I would like to see what the back end of this would look like with Heitkamp and Anderson in the lineup for Grand Rapids. They defend so well and move the puck and are so good in the special teams category. It would be fun to kind of see how that would shake down when these two, and if these two teams meet again in the section playoffs. Here come the Hounds again across the line. Button was there. Now it's Ness with it across the line. Up high from the blue line, Cochran is there. And it's bumped off the glass and played to center. LeMaster with the bounding puck gets a little bit of help from Cochran. Back in behind the net now for the Thunderhawks. Jagger. Rink wide he goes. McLaughlin's forced to regroup with Hain. Back over for Jagger across the center red line. No, he's not. And no, they're going to say, let's keep playing here. He has a good 7 feet behind the line. From center, sent right back in by the big defenseman, Reed Hill, who's been really solid here tonight. Worth comes over. McLaughlin is there. Sent back in behind the net. And it's going to be handled now by the defense with Bowman to the line. LeMaster. Be content to just play it down low to the right. There's a shot in on goal. Stopped there by Holum. Worth stays on the puck and cycles back in behind the net. Bowman watches his man. That's off the toe of the stick. And McLaughlin comes away with it for the Thunderhawks. Bernson gains the line. Looks for some help. Stick save steered up and out of play by Meyerhoff with 2.5 minutes to go in the third period.
Well, we talked about Grand Rapids goaltending being 2 of the better goaltending tandems, or probably one of the best goaltending tandems in the state. The unfortunate part is they've been proving it far too often. We went to Holy Family, saw them give up 50. Now they're bordering on giving up 48. This is not what Grand Rapids is all about. And we talked about Heitkamp being gone. We talked about Anderson being gone. I think it just shows how important these players are to this team. And now Stampar gone as well. But they have their challenges. But it's up to Trent Cladden and the Thunderhawks to work their way through it, and I have faith they will.
Pretty good looking Duluth East team here tonight, too. They've done everything they need to. And the funny thing is you almost feel like with Mike Randolph, this is a little bit of a Bill Belichick, it's the system type of thing. You know, it just kind of works its way in, and they become relevant right around this time of the season. This would be a signature win for sure. Through center ice it goes. Joppy with it. Loses the handle as he's checked away by Jagger, and it's going to be picked up by Fitzgerald. He's brought down on the play. Under 2 minutes to go now in the third period at center ice. Joppy will play back in. Jagger with it. Has men coming off the bench as they change. Now it's going to be Hain from center. Showed some versatility tonight for this Grand Rapids roster, going from the forward to the back. And he got stopped on the play. LeMaster off the stick. Holum steers off to the left side as Bunton will chase on the forecheck. Bunton is there again. They try to work the wrap around. That couldn't work. And now it's going to be D.G. Seppi with it. Chips a pass through center. Bounding puck. Unable to handle was Kinnunen. That shot's wide of the net. We're under a minute to play now in the third period. Bart Archer is figuring out who his player of the game is. That's right. I think I know who it is. Thinking Cinco de Mayo. The Thunderhawks with it. Play that one in. Back in behind the net. Set up by Meyerhoff. And it's LeMaster. Deflected off the stick and on the stick of Anderson. McLaughlin is there. This would be called mop-up time, folks. We're just playing her out. McLaughlin with it across the line. Can't get away from LeMaster. What more can you say about the defensive core of the Hounds? From the corner, Lyle is there. He's being bothered by Miller. And in comes Graber. 9 seconds to go from center. The Hounds will maintain possession and just look to get away from trouble. And handling the puck there was Lanigan. Up go the sticks for the Duluth East Greyhounds as they come up with an impressive 5-0 win here at the Heritage Sports Center over the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. And really, the Hounds have yet to lose a Section 7 AA game, which is going to be important come seeding time. Maybe not so lucky to say on the Grand Rapids side of things.
Yeah, absolutely. Grand Rapids is not making things any easier. They're on themselves, but very impressed with the way Duluth came in and really took over from the beginning of this game. B, you talked about offense and how my thought is offense comes and goes, but defense is the constant that brings you. It is a Mike Randolph system perhaps, but they played very responsibly in their own zone. And when you play responsibly in your own zone, you can generate offensive chances and get speed through the neutral zone. That's exactly what Duluth East did. They played a very disciplined game. They put pressure on, 38 shots on goal, beat a very good team 5-0 tonight. But hats off to the Greyhound defensive corps. As a group, I thought they played outstanding tonight.
So your final shots on goal read 38-22. Hounds over the Thunderhawks in that category, and 5-0 on the scoreboard. Meyerhoff picks up the shutout. Bart, who is your player of the game?
Well, it's going to be junior forward Garrett Worth. Scored his 5th goal, had a couple apples tonight, but really got the scoring going at the 10-17 mark of that first period and kind of set the tone. It seemed to put Grand Rapids back on their heels in more of a reactive mode and really gave his team some confidence. I think that was the defining moment of this game, and Duluth East never looked back. Garrett Worth is going to be our player of the game tonight.
There it is, Garrett Worth, your player of the game. The final score, the Duluth East Greyhounds 5 and the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks 0. We appreciate your joining us here tonight for this broadcast. Thanks for sticking with us, and of course the replay, all 3 periods will be available on the YouTube channel here at letsplayhockey.com and letsplayhockey.tv. For our entire crew here, once again the final score, Grand Rapids Thunderhawks 5 and the Duluth East Greyhounds 5, and the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks 0. I was so interested in what they were saying down there, Bart. This is becoming the worst, most brutal sign-off of all time. Yeah, I did. I saw you cutting me off immediately. I'm Pete Wagner. So long, everybody.